All right, let's dive into the full, long story of the Titanic's wreckage, from its creation to its final resting place at the bottom of the Atlantic. Hashtag 1. The birth of the Titanic in the early 1900s, transatlantic passenger shipping was booming. The White Star Line, a British shipping company, wanted to outshine its rivals, so they built three luxurious ocean liners: the Olympic, Titanic, and later Britannic. Titanic was built in Belfast, Northern Ireland, by Harland and Wolff shipbuilders. At 882 feet long, over 46,000 tons, with grand dining halls, Turkish baths, a swimming pool, and lavish cabins, it was called unsinkable thanks to its watertight compartments. Hashtag 2. The maiden voyage date of departure April 10th, 1912, from Southampton, England. Destination New York City. Passengers included the world's wealthiest, like John Jacob Astor IV, as well as emigrants seeking a new life in America. The ship stopped at Cherbourg, France, and Queenstown, now Cove, Ireland, before heading into the North Atlantic. Hashtag 3. The collision night of April 14th, 1912 the Titanic was speeding through the cold, clear waters of the North Atlantic. Ice warnings had been received earlier in the day, but the ship kept up near top speed. At 11:40 p.m., lookout Frederick Fleet spotted an iceberg directly ahead. The ship tried to turn, but the iceberg scraped along the starboard side, rupturing 5 of its watertight compartments, one more than the ship could survive. Hashtag 4. The sinking the ship's designers had thought water could only flood 4 compartments without sinking the vessel. As water poured in, the bow began to dip, causing more compartments to flood. Lifeboats were lowered half-empty due to confusion and disbelief. At 2:20 a.m., April 15, the Titanic broke apart and disappeared beneath the waves. Over 500 people died. Only about 710 survived. Hashtag 5. The aftermath inquiries in Britain and the U.S. led to major maritime safety changes. Enough lifeboats for all passengers. 24-hour radio communications on ships. The International Ice Patrol to monitor icebergs. Hashtag 6. The wreckage lost to time After the sinking, the Titanic lay undisturbed in darkness for decades, over 12,000 feet, 3,800 m, below the surface. Many believed it was impossible to find or reach. Hashtag 7. Rediscovery In 1985, a joint U.S.-French expedition led by Dr. Robert Ballard located the wreckage using deep-sea submersibles. It was found split into 2 main pieces, the bow mostly intact, the stern mangled from the descent. The debris field stretched over 1,500 feet, with personal belongings scattered: shoes, china, suitcases. Hashtag 8. The ghostly site The deep-sea environment is pitch black, freezing cold, and under immense pressure. Bacteria are slowly eating away at the steel, creating rusticles that drip like icicles. Experts believe the Titanic may completely collapse into the seafloor within a few decades. Hashtag 9. Modern expeditions Many dives have been made since, some for research, others for tourism. Artifacts have been recovered and displayed in museums. In recent years, concerns have grown about the site being disturbed too much, as it is also a grave for over 1,000 souls. Hashtag 10. Legacy The Titanic story is a mix of human ambition, tragedy, and fascination. It continues to inspire films, books, and research, and serves as a reminder that nature can humble even the most advanced technology. If you want, I can also give you a detailed timeline of events from the moment Titanic hit the iceberg to when the wreck was found. It's a fascinating hour-by-hour account. Would you like me to do that? All right, let's set sail with a full, long romantic story inspired by the Titanic. This will be historical fiction, meaning it's based on real events, but the characters are fictional. #, Love Beneath the Stars. April 10th, 1912, Southampton, England. The RMS Titanic stood at the dock like a floating palace, sunlight glinting off her white-painted hull. Passengers bustled about with trunks and hat boxes, the air alive with excitement. Among them was Clara Whitmore, a 22-year-old artist from London. She clutched her sketchbook close, her ticket tucked safely in her coat. She was traveling second class to start a new life in New York, where she dreamed of opening a small art studio. Across the gangway, James Dawson, not the one from the movies, but a real-life inspired young Irish shipbuilder, boarded with a tool case slung over his shoulder. He wasn't a paying passenger. He was a junior engineer granted passage for helping with final fittings. For him, Titanic wasn't just a ship. She was a work of art, one he'd spent months laboring over in Belfast. #, The first meeting. Clara first saw James in the late afternoon, leaning against the railing, the sea wind tossing his dark hair. She had been sketching the harbor when he glanced her way. "Trying to capture her beauty?" he asked, nodding toward the ship. "No," Clara replied with a smile. "Yours." She tilted her pad to reveal a quick portrait of him, rough but unmistakable. James laughed, surprised. "You're bold for a stranger." "Strangers are just friends you haven't met yet," she answered. They talked until the sun dipped low, the great ship pulling away from England, its whistles echoing across the water. #, Evenings on deck. Over the next few days, Clara and James met whenever their schedules allowed, she exploring the decks and lounges, he finishing last-minute maintenance work. They walked the promenade under blankets of stars, talking about everything. Her dream of painting the wide American landscapes, his hope of building ships that would cross oceans faster and safer than anything before. One night, as the band in the first-class lounge played a soft waltz, James whispered, "You make me think about staying in one place for once, Clara." She tilted her head. "And where would that be?" "Wherever you are." #, The night of the iceberg. April 14th, 1912 was a bitterly cold evening. The sea was eerily calm, the stars sharp against the black sky. Clara found James on the boat deck just before 11:30 p.m. "Feels strange tonight," he murmured, rubbing his hands for warmth. They were about to head inside when the lookouts rang the bell. "Iceberg right ahead." Moments later, a shudder passed through the ship. Neither of them fully understood what had happened until crewmen began rushing about. #, The realization. Within minutes, James knew the truth. The Titanic had been mortally wounded. He grabbed Clara's hand. "We have to get you to a lifeboat." "I'm not leaving you," she cried. "You must. They won't let me on, not with my job." "Please, Clara, promise me you'll live." She refused at first, but as the lifeboats began to fill, James pulled her close and kissed her. "If I don't see you again, paint something beautiful for me." With tears streaming down her face, she was helped into Lifeboat 12. The last she saw of James, he was standing at the railing, waving against the dark chaos of the sinking ship. #, After the disaster. Clara was rescued by the RMS Carpathia the next morning. For weeks, she clung to hope that James might have survived. She searched lists of the rescued, sent letters, asked anyone who had been in the water, but his name never appeared. #, Years later. In New York, Clara opened her art studio. Her most famous painting, one that hung in the window for decades, showed the Titanic beneath a starlit sky, with a lone figure standing on the deck, hands in his pockets, gazing out at the horizon. When asked about it, Clara always smiled softly and said, "That's the man who made me believe in love." even if it only lasted a few days. If you want, I can rewrite this into a much longer, more emotional version, almost like a short novel with more dialogue, historical details, and heart-wrenching moments, so it feels like you're right there on the Titanic. Would you like me to do that? Here's the long, detailed story of the Titanic's wreckage, from the ship's tragic end to the discovery and preservation efforts over the past century. #1. The disaster at sea ****. April 14 to 15, 1912 on its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York, the RMS Titanic struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic. The collision occurred at 11:40 p.m. on April 14th. By 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the ship had broken in two and sunk. Over 500 people perished. About 710 survived in lifeboats. The ship came to rest more than 12,000 feet, 3,800 meters, below the ocean surface, in total darkness and freezing temperatures. #2. Early search attempts, 1912 to 1913. Right after the disaster, recovery ships retrieved bodies but could not locate the wreck itself. Technology for deep ocean exploration didn't exist yet. Many survivors and experts debated whether the Titanic had sunk intact or broken apart. This mystery remained unresolved for decades. #3. Decades in silence, 1913-1980s. For more than 70 years, the Titanic's resting place was unknown. The wreck was in an area so deep that no human or remotely operated vehicle of the time could reach it. Oceanographers estimated its position based on survivor accounts, but the ship's exact location remained a mystery. #4. The discovery, 1985. In September 1985, a joint U.S.-French expedition led by Dr. Robert Ballard and Jean-Louis Michel found the wreck. Using towed camera sleds and sonar, they spotted one of Titanic's massive boilers on the seabed. Soon after, they filmed the bow section, still eerily upright, its railings and anchors visible after 73 years underwater. #5. The condition of the wreck ****. The Titanic lies in two main sections. The bow relatively well preserved, with many recognizable features, railings, anchor chains, portholes. The stern completely mangled, twisted apart during the final plunge. Between them is a vast debris field filled with personal belongings, shoes, plates, suitcases, scattered across the seabed. #6. The ghostly decay ****. The wreck is being slowly consumed by iron-eating bacteria that form rust stalactites called rusticles. Experts believe the ship may completely collapse into the mud by the mid to late 21st century. Strong currents, deep sea pressure, and human interference are accelerating the decay. #7. Artifact recovery and tourism ****. Since the late 1980s, expeditions have recovered thousands of artifacts. Fine china, clothing, ship fittings, jewelry. These are now displayed in traveling exhibitions and museums. In recent years, tourist submersible dives have been offered, but these have sparked debates over disturbing a maritime grave. #8. The Titanic as a protected site ****. In 2001, the US and UK signed agreements to protect the wreck from unregulated salvage. In 2012, the 100th anniversary, Titanic was declared a UNESCO-protected underwater cultural heritage site. Many historians argue the wreck should remain undisturbed as a memorial. #9. Legacy and fascination ****. The Titanic story is a mix of human achievement, tragedy, and mystery. The wreck's discovery solved some questions, like whether it broke in two, but deepened others about the final moments. To this day, the Titanic continues to inspire films, documentaries, books, and scientific research. If you'd like, I can make you a minute-by-minute breakdown of the Titanic's final hours and the exact moment its wreck came to rest on the seafloor. It's one of the most dramatic survival timelines in maritime history.